Hi, this is Adam from Metal Wani, and we're here with Dan from Nothing More. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Adam. How are you, buddy?
I am extremely well. You're right in the thick of a European tour promoting the latest album, The Stories We'll Tell Ourselves. How's that going right now?
So far, so good. You know, I think this is the 4th show. We did Rock 'em Ring, Rock 'em Park. Did our first club tour with Stone Sour, which is awesome. We've been looking forward to that forever, and now we're back at Download, one of the biggest festivals in the world, so stoked to be here.
Oh, it's great to have you here. The Stories We'll Tell Ourselves is full of energy from start to finish. You're very well known for your emotive and energetic performances. This album lends itself well to this. Do you write and perform with live performances in mind?
We do. We do, and then we don't. Well, at the end of the day, it's all about the song. And every now and again, we do some things not in the rehearsal space. We kind of take it. Our singer does all the programming, and he kind of heads up the production for the record as well. So, there's some stuff that isn't necessarily catered for live, but then we get together, write it in the studio, and then learn how to do it live. So yeah, it's a good working system we got going.
Cool. You take the tour back to the States in July. Are there any plans to tour the album further than Europe or America?
Nothing yet. We hear maybe Australia and Japan in 2019.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. It's funny. We're from Texas. We're right on the border of Mexico, but we can never go there for some reason, and South America is another one of those nuts that I guess just takes a long time to crack. So
it can be a very difficult thing. Are you? I know you've just brought this album out, last year, but are you writing new material at the moment? Is there anything you can tell me about that?
We're all kind of just documenting ideas as we go along, and that's kind of how it starts. We all bring separate things to the jam room, and then from there is where everything takes off. We have an interesting writing dynamic where there's not really one person that writes a song front to back. We all take a part of all the music, we all take a part of all the lyrics, and even the melodies and things like that. And obviously different members have different strengths, but we're all there together writing every piece. So
that's nice that you do that. And I've got to ask you this question because this has been really, really intriguing me since I started reading about your stuff. A lot of bands online with their bios cite influences that you can hear and feel within the music. How did the likes of Stanley Kubrick and Terence McKenna shape the music of your band?
Yeah, those two guys are mainly Johnny's kind of his idols. I think at some point he'll probably end up, directing movies or something like that. But music isn't limited to music as an inspiration. Every day around us, there's beautiful things happening. There's other art out there that elicits emotions, and the way we work as artists is that we, translate those emotions into music, and not, a sculpture or a movie or a painting or something like that. So
art is art, I guess.
Art is art, yeah. And so much of what music is lyrical and conceptual. It's painting a feeling through more than just one medium. So we try to not steal from the best, but we get inspired by guys like that. So
what's been your favourite moment on the road at the moment, on the road so far, in terms of the most memorable thing?
Oh man, there are so many. I think at festivals sometimes you see guys in wheelchairs crowd surfing. That's an awesome, just kind of zen moment. It's seeing them, and they fall out and both are going along. And I don't know, there's not one. There's so many times you stay up till 5 a.m. Hanging with another band on the same tour, and that's just kind of it. Those are things you remember, but you kind of don't. It's just a lot of those. Fortunately, we haven't had a car accident or, knock on wood, or anything negatively memorable. So everything's just been going well. So.
What was it like touring with Stone Sour?
At this point we've only played one show with them, but meeting them, we've met them at festivals before, and we were on Shiprocked last year or earlier this year, and they're just really nice, encouraging guys, because they're a band. Corey Taylor is the guy is on top of the world, and that band has been at it forever as well. And to have someone come out of their dressing room and see you and be like, hey, I'm Johnny, nice to meet you, or I'm Corey, nice to meet you. We're stoked that y'all are out with us. How's your travels over here been so far? It's so awesome. Like, it's such an honor to have these guys that, to us, we idolize, and to kind of become their peers, if you will, and they lift you up, so you stand beside them, and they've just been great. So.
And have they offered you any advice?
Not yet. But the relationship's still pretty fresh, so we're all still trying to remember each other's names, I think.
You have to wear name badges.
Yeah, I do. I'm totally for the name tag.
Well, you'd probably struggle with Slipknot, to be fair, because they're all in masks. But
that's true. That's true.
Not masked in this one.
Yeah.
I'd like to say thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah.
And it's been superb talking to you. Best of luck with the album. The album, I've listened to it quite a bit over the last couple of weeks.
Oh, well, thank you, man.
It's super, super, super cool.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it, and thank you for the support, and thanks to everyone over here for, just bringing us over and loving music. It's cool to be across the pond and see rock and roll thriving so well.
It's a pleasure. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.